President Biden tonight ordering flags at half-staff throughout sundown Thursday to honor the victims. Governor Gavin Newsom also speaking out tonight, saying, quote, what should have been a night of joyful celebration of the Lunar New Year, instead, they were the victims of a horrific and heartless attack of gun violence. Our hearts mourn as we learn more about the devastating acts of last night. The mass shooting sent shockwaves across California and right here in the Sacramento area. Local AAPI organizations offering their condolences to those impacted and speaking out against gun violence. Tonight, I spoke with the executive director of the Sacramento Asian Pacific Cultural Village, just one of many groups responding to what's happened today.
It's an unfortunate reminder that no community is spared. It really can affect all of us at any time.
A community and state still in shock after a gunman opened fire on a Southern California ballroom dance studio, killing 10 people and injuring several others. The community where it happened, Monterey Park, a primarily Asian community, around 65% of the population. The shooting happened just as a Lunar New Year celebration in the city was ending for the night.
It's a very challenging time, a day filled with emotions.
Jason Jong, executive director of the Sacramento Asian Pacific Cultural Village, saddened to hear of the news. Jong says he hopes communities will not let this deter them from expressing pride in their heritage.
It is absolutely important to continue celebrating our cultural traditions, especially now as a lot of communities have been on the receiving end of hate and violence, especially with the pandemic and some of the harmful rhetoric that has been expressed by our leaders. We're still expressing our strength and resolve as a community to combat anti-Asian American and Pacific Islander violence wherever it occurs. And so that alone just, I think, makes it more important for us to find these moments where we can celebrate who we are and to not be deterred by any form of violence.
And he says more work needs to be done on the legislative front.
It is a reminder, first and foremost, for the importance of gun safety legislation.
Groups across the region speaking out about the attack. In a statement, the California Commission on Asian and Pacific Islander American Affairs saying, quote, even as we grieve while bringing in the Lunar New Year, we ask you to take the time to heal, reach out to loved ones and other community members that need our support. In due time, we look forward to working with you to continue fighting for a California that is free of violence and hate and where everyone feels safe and valued. Sacramento State University also sending out a message to students saying, quote, the shooting turned a day of joyous Lunar New Year celebration into a day of shock, horror, and grieving. We must continue to demand change in our culture and in gun laws to end the mass shootings that have become too common in America. The school is offering support services for students and staff as well.
Lunar New Year events in our area is still scheduled to go on. We have a list on our website, abc10.com. Also, in response to the shooting, the California AAPI Legislative Caucus will hold a vigil on the west steps of the state capitol tomorrow at 2:30 p.m.